We begin with the newest confirmed COVID-19 cases announced in the Ohio Valley this morning. Columbiana County confirmed its 6th virus-related death. The county now has 82 cases after 11 were announced yesterday morning. Belmont County is reporting 9 new cases ranging in age from teenagers to those in their 80s. Jefferson and Marshall counties announced 1 new case each, while Ohio County reported 2. Brooke County also confirmed its 2nd case, and you can also find the latest numbers as soon as they're released over on our website, WTRF.com. Good morning, everyone, and thanks for waking up with us on this Good Friday, April the 10th. I'm Taylor Long. West Virginia continues to see a steady increase in confirmed coronavirus cases, and the state also saw another death yesterday. Governor Jim Justice made the announcement at his daily briefing and says the 89-year-old woman who died had been a patient at the Sundale Long-Term Care Facility in Morgantown. The state is renewing efforts to improve health care, and steps are being taken to deal with the economic fallout of the crisis. To try to keep the positive COVID-19 cases and deaths down, the state is imploring people not to travel or join in large gatherings during the Easter week and Passover week observances.
We processed 4,200 claims yesterday. We're still losing a little bit of ground and everything on certain days. Certain days we're doing terrific. We're training more people right now that will be coming online that will be able to process claims.
I'll be talking to the Vice President and basically urging him immediately to get money out the door for the rural hospitals. They were supposed to be in the program. They're not getting their money at all. They're not getting the loan programs they need.
Senator Manchin says that bill is important in a year when several small hospitals have closed. And Governor Justice will hold a virtual press conference briefing on COVID-19 today at 4 p.m. He will provide an update on the state's COVID-19 preparedness and response plans. All West Virginians are encouraged to watch the live stream of his briefing on YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. All new this morning, at least 14 WVU students have tested positive for the coronavirus. The school said the students were in a private off-campus housing and that a contact tracing investigation is underway. The college has been closed since March 20th, and Monongalia County, where the school is located, is among the state's virus hotspots and is subject to stronger safety protocols along with Marion, Berkeley, Jefferson, Morgan, Harrison, and Kanawha counties. Now looking over to the Buckeye State, Ohio has passed 5,000 cases with 213 deaths, according to Governor Mike DeWine. The governor also announced the Ohio Manufacturer Alliance has teamed up for a large-scale production of face shields to be sent to healthcare workers. He also touched on how the number of cases are much lower than what health officials initially predicted. But Governor DeWine warned it wasn't time to let up safety orders put in place to protect people from the spread of coronavirus. Also in the Buckeye State, a group of protesters gathered outside the State House to voice their displeasure with how Ohio officials, particularly Dr. Amy Acton, have handled the response to the coronavirus. Frustration is growing, especially with health officials whose initial projections turned out to be much more dramatic than what they're seeing now. The protesters also expressed concern that their basic civil liberties are being restricted. Governor DeWine made sure to clear up a question about protests violating his public gathering order.
We excluded in that order, people exercising their constitutional rights and the First Amendment particularly. I have no idea how large the crowd is because I have not walked outside. But I'm listening to them, as we all are, that they have every right to do that. We're not going to tell them they can't do that. I would just say to them, please be safe. Please stay away from each other.
For more on the governor's press conferences and any further updates on protests, stay with 7 News and WTRF.com. Staying in Ohio, officials say nearly 700,000 people filed for unemployment in the last 3 weeks as the coronavirus pandemic shakes the economy. Ohio's Human Services Agency says that's nearly double the claims filed in all of 2019. More than 226,000 claims were filed for the week ending April 4th. Ohio has paid more than $124 million to more than 195,000 people who have filed unemployment claims. Lieutenant Governor Jon Husted notes that employers such as grocery stores are looking for more than 33,000 new workers. Now here's an update on the latest statewide numbers of coronavirus cases in our area. Pennsylvania is over 18,000 cases, with more than 700 of those in Pittsburgh. As we mentioned before, West Virginia is at 523 cases and 5 deaths statewide. and Ohio has now passed over 5,000. Stay with 7 News and WTRF.com as we bring you updated numbers in every newscast. Looking across the nation now, more than 16,000 Americans have died from the coronavirus. 460,000 are infected. President Trump has his eye on reopening the economy, but many say more testing is needed. CBS's Gwen Baumgardner has more.
Anywhere in the country, it's a milestone.
President Trump announced 2 million COVID-19 tests have been completed, but said nationwide testing isn't needed.
We're talking about 325 million people, and that's not going to happen, as you can imagine.
The president is focused on restarting the economy.
What's going to happen is we're going to have a big bounce rather than a small bounce.
But many governors want robust testing before their states reopen.
Testing is going to be the bridge to the new economy and getting to work and restarting.
Some even say a vaccine is needed first.
I would not risk having large groups of people getting together anywhere. And I think that's hard for everybody to hear, but that's just a fact.
A poll from Seton Hall backs that up. It found 72% of Americans won't go to a game before a vaccine is developed. Yesterday, hundreds of stadiums, arenas, and city landmarks lit up in blue to support essential workers.
We hope that it just creates this giant hug for all the healthcare workers and essential workers.
We're giving our all.
Travis Kessel is a paramedic in the South Bronx.
I personally had moments where I've broken down, not on calls, but it's the moments in between. It's the quiet drive home where you just keep trucking. The day has to end at some point.
Some good news, New York's hospitalization rate is slowing, and California saw its first drop in intensive care hospitalizations.
Officials credit social distancing and stay-at-home orders for slowing the spread. In Ohio County, local college kids are doing what they can to help during the pandemic. WV Northern Community College knew that their 3D printer could be a great tool to help out during the pandemic, and before they knew it, they were contacted by the WV National Guard to help with other colleges throughout the Mountain State to create N95 masks. Each mask takes roughly 8 hours to be printed, allowing 3 masks per day to be created. David Stoffel, an associate computer professor at Northern, says being able to be a part of something that could help save lives is exciting.
And it's a real opportunity for the students and faculty to be able to see here's the kinds of things that we can do at Northern that is going to innovate, that's going to change lives, and it's going to make a big difference within our community and within our state.
So far at Northern, they have created close to 55 masks, and they will continue to produce them until they are told to stop. These masks will be sent to the National Guard within the next week to be delivered to places as they're needed. With churches closed, many people will be celebrating Easter in a whole new way. WTRF ABC Ohio Valley is providing the opportunity to watch Mass this entire weekend. Good Friday Mass will be broadcast at 7 p.m. and Easter Mass will be live Sunday beginning at 10:30 a.m. Again, all of the Holy Week celebrations can be seen on WTRF ABC Ohio Valley. You can also head over to our website to find all the newest information on the ongoing pandemic. We have a special page set up for you there with the latest news. Be sure to stay with 7 News as we make our way through this crisis together. Still to come on 7 News this morning, with cases of coronavirus increasing every